Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, everybody? Friday Face-Off. Today's a Friday Face-Off where Jeffrey J. Lavecchio and I are going to pick a topic. Might be a controversial topic. Usually there's a back and forth. Usually there's a couple different sides to what we talk about, and we love it. We absolutely love it. Let's go, Vex. I got a good one for us today. You ready to rock and roll?
Hit me.
Okay, so I have to give a shout out to our podcast producer, Laura. This was hers. I think it's a great topic, and it's very relevant to right now as we're phasing out of the regular season and starting the playoffs. What are your thoughts, Jeffrey J. What are your thoughts on resting players going into the playoffs, or just maybe even resting players in general? I think like load management is something that it kind of got started in the NBA and people weren't too happy about it. But it's starting obviously in other sports. You're seeing it. So what are your thoughts on resting players going into the playoffs?
We're talking about the pro level.
Pro level.
Yeah. Man, it's tough. Because I remember reading all those comments when the NBA started doing that. And I was like, yeah, people are paying a lot of money to come and watch these players. But at the same time, the goal of professional sports is to win. So you're trying to win the playoffs. Like you got to do what's best for your players, So this is really tough because I try to think of sports from a 10,000 foot view instead of just as an athlete or just as a fan or anything like that. I try to come at it from a sustainability viewpoint as well. I think from a fan standpoint, I'd be pissed. If I was coming to a game, it's the only game that I could afford to bring my kid to come watch Austin Matthews score in Toronto, and they rest Austin Matthews because playoffs are coming up, I'd be rattled. But also, as a fan, if that helps, that team try to win the cup, that my ultimate goal as a fan is I want them to win the cup too, From the team standpoint, do whatever you have to do to win the next game. That's all that matters. So from a team standpoint, hockey operations, totally understand it, totally get it, buy into it, believe it for sure. I don't know about how the fans are going to feel about it though. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are it's up to the player, man. It's really up to the player. Every player is different. Every player has different needs on what they need to do to best ready themselves to be at the best of their abilities at the end of the day. And I totally players should not be taking a game off just because. Like that from the fan perspective is insane because at the end of the day, the fans are paying you to play that in a way. Right. So, but I do feel like, first of all, even in talking to the fans, we both played higher level hockey. You were in the AHL, played a lot of years of pro. I played a couple years, but certainly understand it. Unless you've gone through it, it's hard to have a real opinion on it. Playing professional hockey is an absolute grind. A grind. And it is a grind physically. It is a grind especially mentally and emotionally. If you got a family and kids and you're playing 82 games, 41 of them being away from your family, that is a mental load that unless honestly, it's weird. I don't like saying it, but unless you've done it, it's really hard to understand it. Especially the physical mental combination of it, because if physically you're beat up or you're a little bit dinged up, not so much hurt where you can't play, but hurting while you play and you feel it every time you go on the ice and every time you get out of bed. That's hard, man. That's hard. And at the end of the day, what's every player's dream, especially coming through this time of year?
Win the cup.
Win the Stanley Cup. You want to be at the best of your ability to be able to get that day with the cup and thank everybody that's helped you along the way to get there. And so I I I think it's a individual decision based on the players. Like I can be talked into, but I don't love like load management in general, where it's like, hey, we're going to sit these guys out even though they want to play type stuff. Like, I don't love that, especially from the fan standpoint. And players will be like, no, I actually want to play. Like, let's go. But like the grind of a professional hockey season it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And especially going into playoffs. And it's funny from a fan standpoint, I remember like going to a Blackhawks game, and then I wasn't even like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old, whatever it was. And they were playing the Red Wings, and I went because Steve Yzerman was my idol. And it was the last game of the year, and he didn't play. And I was like, oh, no, I got over it. It's not like they won. I don't know if they won the Stanley Cup that year, but like they won Stanley Cups, and they're doing things the right way. So, yeah,
it's hard.
I think it's up to the player.
Yeah. I would agree. I mean, 82 games is so many games. It's so many games. If you're playing year over year over year and you're getting older, and your body's getting beat up and you're one of the better players and they need you to play your best in playoffs because that's the entire goal of the season is to win your last game. Totally get it from a team standpoint. In the AHL, I played on teams where we did this, at the end of every season. But from the fan standpoint, I do understand being like, what? Come on. I'm paying to come see you. You're not playing tonight. What the hell? Your leg's not broken. You're just tired.
Let me ask you this.
They're thinking.
Let me ask you this. When you got a day off as a pro hockey player, how much did it help? Like scale of 1 to 10. Like if you got a day off, didn't have to come to the rink, like didn't have to do that mental load, all that stuff. Like 0 to 10.
1,000.
1,000.
1,000. Especially end of the season, like you need that stuff. When I was playing in the AHL, I was when I first came out of college, and I joined the P Bruins. They had the best record in the AHL of all time that year, and I finished like the last 2 months with them, last 13, 14 games. And they were getting 2 days off a week at the end because like they were a wagon. We were winning every game, and we were playing 3-3. So they would have like Monday, Tuesday off, practice Wednesday, Thursday, game Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And those everyone needed those days off. Those guys were gassed by the end of the year doing all those 3-3s. Yeah, days off are massive. But yeah, I don't know. I get it from the fan standpoint, but I get it more from the players and management, and we're trying to win, and that's what pro hockey's about standpoint.
Yeah, isn't it funny you talk about like giving these players days off at the pro level, yet in youth hockey, they basically play the same amount of games as the AHL, because AHL is what, 70 games around there, something like that?
72. Practice way more.
Yeah. And then like kids, like it's, you play games, you play like 6 games on a weekend, or you play like 4 games on a weekend if you're older. And then there's Monday practice, and it's like, you better be in practice. No days off. Let's go. It's like, oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah. I need the day off so that I feel
better. Hi, Sophie Taylor Lavecchio. She gonna try eating the microphone here.
She's gonna yell, "Welcome, welcome, welcome."
My daughters love doing that intro. Like every once in a while, here, welcome. What a little cutie.
Yeah, well, this is my day off. This is my rest on vacay here. So,
as we talked about, and all the parents will appreciate this. Vacation when you have small kids is not vacation. It is watching your kids in a different area of the world.
That's what Toph said to me this morning when we got on. So good. I love it.
Anyway, getting back to this subject though, like, yeah, it's like you think about days off, like how you think about like you watched in a locker room after a win. And then like the head coach, like in the NHL when they got the cameras in there, and the coach is like, all right, see you Tuesday. Or like in the NFL where they're like, all right, see you Wednesday, where you get like 2 days off. And everybody goes absolutely crazy. And again, these are players that love to play their game, that love to play the game, that are like, day off. Everybody's squirting water all over the place. It's like they just won a Stanley Cup because they're getting a day off. So like, yeah, it's a big deal, man. It's a big deal to be able to rest your body. It's a big deal to be able to rest the mind, and it can help you come back a lot more refreshed and come into the rink and stuff like that. So really, really important stuff. And that's time, man. Time is up. Time is up. So, all right, share the show, everybody. Have a great weekend. We love ya.
Share it.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.